We're live?
Live.
Good Monday morning. Happy
there we are.
Monday, everyone.
Yeah,
We are
Monday.
Monday. Donna.
There we go.
So
Monday.
yeah. So happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let me tell you. You know, everybody's going, woohoo! It's Friday.
Hey, AJ.
You know, Friday. Well, I'm going, woohoo! It's Monday.
I know. I love Mondays. I don't know.
Yep.
Dear Lord, I'm
guess
hoping for Monday.
I love it.
Yeah. So, you know, here we are on where's everybody going? Did everybody leave me?
Magic Monday.
Was that me?
Oh, he must have lost us.
Magic Monday.
We're here.
Not Magic Mike, Magic Monday.
Yeah. Not to be confused.
Y'all still here? Okay. All right.
We're here.
I'm trying to get something set up here. So,
Hey, Laura.
yeah. So here's the deal. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I got to get out of some of these things that I have open. Because MailChimp sucks, just so y'all know. I set up a MailChimp account. Later. I was just telling Denise. Yeah, you've been down there at road, haven't you? Yeah.
I have, so we got to chat
So
about that
I set up a MailChimp account. Yeah, and so they have different plans. They have a free plan. They have a $9.99 plan, a something other plan, and a $79 plan. And from $79 it goes to $299. This is per month, y'all. You know, okay. So I'm on the $79 plan, just signed up. Well, they won't talk to you for $79.99 a month. No. They'll chat with you and email with you. If you want to talk to them, it's $2.99 a month. I said, I can hire somebody that's a MailChimp expert for that. And they're so, their communications are so, this got to be a foreigner who doesn't speak English. It's because it's such canned responses, you know. Anyway, so it's been an interesting weekend. It's been long. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad we're here for a happy motivational Monday. So we're going to get motivated today. And so here's what I was thinking, ladies, is this. I love Denise's hat. She's festive. She's got red and green. Her name's in green, but she's also got her green juice. So she is our Christmas elf.
Okay. Yes.
And Lisa is out shopping Costco. Yeah. Now, did y'all have Costco in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You did? But they only let 4 people in at a time probably out there, right?
Yeah.
And in the Southeast, you're going down the aisles like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me.
Totally.
But anyway.
Totally.
So, you know, our system is a 5-step system, right? And we're on this call how many days a week?
5. Well, we try to be on 5.
5 days a week, okay?
Right.
And so with the 5-day-a-week system, okay, so I figured what we would do is each time that we go over here, I'm going to pause over here for some reason. You know, we would talk about those 5 steps. On Monday, let's talk about the invite process. Okay, the invite process, right? So there's a difference. You know, our system is invite, share, follow up, enroll, and train people to do the same. And it's so important to ensure that you're teaching people the right system, right? Okay. And so I don't know where my thing went. I lost it. Anyway, but you in order to kind of, you have to measure it. So we like the activity tracker. You know how important that is. Okay. And if you're not using the activity tracker, it's your report card. But here's the cool thing about it is the teacher doesn't send it out. It doesn't show up at your parents' house and you get grounded for 3 weeks, 4 weeks or a month. You don't get a whipping like I used to get, and it's just for you. It's just for you. So if you're not using the activity tracker, I want you to take and listen. This is not for everybody because not everybody's serious about building a business. We got our 85%ers who are here to have fun, and we love y'all. Merry Christmas, Rena, Lori, AJ, Kyle. Happy Monday, rock stars. But if you're serious about building a business and you're not using the activity tracker, then I'm just going to be in your face this morning and say you're lying to yourself. You're not serious.
And Alan, can I comment on that too? When you
Oh,
use
yeah.
the activity tracker, use it also as a reminder of what you should be doing, because you can get where I don't even know where to start. Just use it, and that'll help jog your memory on people to reach out to. It'll help you kind of get the momentum going. Whether you're reaching out to 100 a day or 5 a day, at least it gets you back on track.
That's a great point, Lisa, because sometimes even when if you're reaching out to 5, you think to yourself, oh, I can remember that. No, trust me.
Right.
You can't, because when you get distracted with other things, your brain starts to go and you can't remember what it is that you're supposed to do. So, yeah.
If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. You see.
Yeah.
So let's just say that Denise and I we're married and we've been married for 20 some years, and we say, hey, look, we're going to start doing nice things for each other. We want to work on our relationship. It's been however many years, and we want to focus on that. Okay. All right, cool. You want to do that, Denise? Yeah, I want to do that. Okay, great. Okay, cool. And then a week later, we go, remember that we were going to do so how many do this week? None. Because listen, just like this past weekend that I had a weekend. Okay. And you just, and everybody has but life gets in the way. So you need to look at that activity. If you don't write a thing on it, stick it somewhere where you'll see it every day. That'll be better than not looking at it, right? Make it your home screen on your phone. Make it your home screen on your computer. Make it pop up every time. Just look at it every day as a reminder. Just you need to look at that every day. If you're serious about business, and if you're telling yourself that you're serious about business building, and this is the last time I'm going to say this, and you're not using the activity tracker, you are lying to yourself. You're not serious. And listen, that's okay. That's okay. I can assure you, Lisa has been in the middle of a whirlwind move. California to Georgia to trucks to no furniture to sleeping on the floor and there's a lot he hasn't looked at an activity tracker, and it's okay. See, it's okay. I have yet to call her up and go, did you look at the activity tracker today? I bet you didn't, did you? No, because it's her activity tracker. It's her life. And sometimes crap gets in the way, but I'm just going to tell you that you need to look at it every day.
So the reason
Don't you agree, ladies?
The reason I brought that up is yesterday when I was trying to finally get to my office, I found my trackers were there. And just glancing at them was like, oh, I'm so happy I found these again. I can circle back now, and this will really help me get back on track. So You're right. And it's never too late to start with your trackers again.
100%.
And so
it is a great memory jogger.
If I bring somebody on, memory jogger, perfect. And so that's a great point. So when I bring somebody on the business, here's what I say to them. If you don't do anything else, do this. If you don't do anything else, use this tool.
You know what?
This is your oxygen.
What I was going to say is, if anybody's ever tried to lose weight, right? The mere writing down what you put in your mouth sometimes is all you need. And this is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like your own little accountability. It's a memory jogger. It's a, like you can do or not do something, but then when you have to write it down, you're like, darn it.
Yeah.
Perfect example. I am a Dave Ramsey trainer and coach for the Dave Ramsey system. Anybody's heard the Dave Ramsey system? Okay. And the first thing we do in Dave Ramsey courses that I teach is we say, okay, go back and create a budget and write down every single thing that you spend each month and put together a budget. And you want to create a zero budget, which means every dime you make is into a category. And at the bottom, at the end, it says zero. Saving, tithing, investment, power, but at the bottom. So then next week we come back together. I don't ask to see their budgets, but ironically, those people who are serious go, hey, can you take a look at my budget for me? Can I? And then I say, hey, did everybody get their budget done? And the people that do this, I can tell you after the first 2 weeks who's going to have success in the class and who's not. Right? Because if they don't measure what they spend, they're going to be broke like they always are. They're there because they're broke. They're broke because they don't measure it. They don't measure. And see, that's why he does the cash envelope thing. So when you go to Target or to Kohl's or to wherever, and you're there looking for an outfit, and you're in your envelope and you've only got $65, that's what you get to spend. But if you got a credit card, whatever. Oh no, but look at this one. This one's $160, but it's on sale. It was $390. So instead, I didn't spend $160. I saved $150. Well, no, you didn't. You're out of your budget. So same thing. So with that being said, now let's talk about the step one is invite. Invite. How many different ways are there to invite people?
Lots.
There's the phone.
Phone.
There's the phone.
Text.
Then a text. Hey, Denise, you got a second to talk? Yep. Messenger. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Email.
What else is there? Email. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Face to face.
In person.
Belly to belly. Face to face. In person. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Eyeball.
But here's the deal. Eyeball. Yep. Yeah. Listen, there was a girl. This is funny that you say that when we're talking about this. There was a girl that I knew, I don't know, it's been 10 or 11 years ago. And I was talking to her about the business. And then I was in town. She lived about an hour from me. And I was in town. I said, hey, you want to get together for a cup of coffee? And she replied back in bold letters, no. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did I do something to offend you? She goes, no, but all you're going to do is try to tell me about that company, and I'm not interested. If you want to go out on a date, let me know. If otherwise, no.
That's funny.
That's funny.
And I said, I appreciate your honesty. Maybe, I said, I appreciate your honesty. Maybe next time. Maybe next time I'm in town. Doubtful, but maybe next time. So the invite process is always the same. Hey, I've got, and word it how you want to, I've got an amazing opportunity that's helping people create some additional income on a part-time basis that won't interfere with what you're currently doing. I'd love for you to look at it. You're somebody that I trust, care about, and respect. If you're interested, I'll send you some information. If not, no big deal. We meet for coffee. Hey, Lisa, it's great to catch up. Before we get started with our chit-chat and catching up on things, listen, I just want to ask you up front. I've got an opportunity that I've been working on that's really, I'm excited about. It's helping people create some additional income on a part-time basis, and I would love to partner with you on this. Now, we're sitting at Starbucks or wherever. I'd love to partner with you on this, and if you're interested, I'll be glad to share some information with you. If not, no big deal. Let's just enjoy our coffee.
Yep.
See, get that out of the way first.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, she may say, no, thank you. Now, here's what key is. As the conversation goes on, kids, grandkids, dogs, cats, the chicken coop out back, whatever. We're just chit-chatting, right? He may, whoever you're talking to, 30 minutes into the conversation or whatever, go, this is not like those other things. They may come back and say, and by the way, yeah, hey, I'd be interested in taking a look at what you got. Or we have our chit-chat conversation. We talk about our coffee. Listen, Denise, before I go, I want to know, if I know you had said you're not interested in this opportunity. If you run into anybody or you know of anybody that's looking to earn some additional income on a part-time basis, how about doing me a favor? How about connecting with me? Because you're somebody that I trust, and I know that you know quality people.
I need to say something about that because I've done that a million times over my career. However, what I've found is if you don't ask it in a specific way, in other words, you just put that out there, hey, keep me in mind if you know anybody, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then what happens is somebody will say, I've had people come back to me and say, oh, yeah, I thought about what you said, and yeah, my friend so-and-so, I told them all about it. I told her, she should let me know if she wants to call you. No. You want to ask them if they know someone, can they connect you together in a group text or a group Facebook message and introduce, or in person, obviously, is better. But just kind of giving them that little bit of a idea, like putting that in their head so that they're not just off saying, oh yeah, I know somebody that does that. You should call them sometime. And no information was exchanged. And we know that those people probably aren't going to reach out to us. But if we have their information, then we can follow up. So if they can connect you in a group text or a group message or something like that is more helpful.
And here's the deal too. I totally agree with that. That's a great point, Denise. And here's another one is this. Is if I say to you, hey, if you run into anybody, let me know. Connect me with a text. Connect me with, just like Denise said. Okay, great. But if I say to you, Lisa, you're one of my best friends. We're one of the people that I really respect and I trust. And and if you were to say to me, hey, I know somebody who's looking, that would mean a lot to me because I truly respect you. And I respect the people you know. And I'd love to do business with you, but I know you're not interested. But if you run across anybody that's as good as you, see, I'm edifying them, making them feel good.
That's a great point.
Yep.
Yeah.
As good as you.
And see, in the invite process, I always say, so you don't want to go, you would kill it, you're going to make a fortune, we're going to make millions. No. That's like, no. But hey, listen, you're somebody, a true compliment. You're somebody that I trust and respect. And I'd love to do business with you. If you know of anybody, let me know. I'm looking at and if they're out of town, I'm looking at growing my business in that market, in Skinny Atlas, in Georgia, and As a matter of fact, Lisa, we need to look and see. There was a girl who was building a couple of years ago who lives down there close to you, and she chats with me every now and then. I'd love to get her reconnected and possibly connect y'all.
Yeah, great.
You know what I'm talking about? I used to go down there and do events. Yeah. So just food for thought. Just here I am thinking about who we can refer, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
So the invite process is simply putting it out there.
Yeah.
You want to take a look? Here is what's so important is the pressure reliever. When you got a pot of water on the stove and it starts boiling. Remember pressure cookers? I think that's what people make bombs out of now. They put like BBs and crap in there. When that thing blows, it blows. Atlanta bombing or whatever, pressure cooker. So anyway, the pressure when you take the lid off, the water goes. Everything kind of calms down. So when you say, hey, listen, it's not, no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That takes all the pressure off it.
Yeah, put someone at ease.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It is.
the invite
It's
process is important. I'm sorry.
No, it's truly about being sincere and not trying to overhype something. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
For me, I know I'm much more open at hearing. Of course, it depends who's bringing it to me. You or Denise would call me about something. Of course, I'd be all ears. But how you present it, it makes big difference. So if you struggle with that, practice on your family and friends that know what you're doing. Practice on them so you can just be comfortable and genuine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And sometimes I find if you do, thank you. Sometimes if you
Jamie,
do,
that's Jamie, by the way.
if you do struggle with that sort of thing, I find it very helpful to, as you're practicing, like Lisa said, remind yourself of what's in it for them. How is this going to benefit the other person? Remind yourself of that, because that sort of brings everything back to what we're doing and why we're doing it. And it feels less salesy, less pitchy, because I think a lot of us have this issue, no matter how much you work on it. Sometimes it's hard. You're reaching out to somebody and there's that little part of you that still feels like they're somehow doing you a favor. We are the ones that are doing them a favor. So don't forget that part. Like, remind yourself of the reasons why this is beneficial to them, how this could possibly help them. And I think that will help you do a better job at coming across sincere.
Because they want to know. They want to know what. They want to know. This is what they want to know. What's in it for me?
Yeah.
What's in it for me? I keep muting you out. Wait, hang on. Oh, I can't unmute Lisa all of a sudden. I'm trying to unmute her.
There she is.
There it is. I keep muting you out because you got some kind of crinkling noise going on.
Yeah, it sounds like a horse galloping.
That's why I left before to come back in, because that's how you guys sounded to me. But so it's got to be something with where I'm sitting. So I figured that's why you were muting me out, because you guys were hearing it too. It's all good.
Well, it's okay because we're at 22 minutes.
It's time.
So, how many people are you going to get your tracker out? If you're serious about building a business, then make that commitment to yourself. And how many people are you going to invite this week? That's the question you need to ask yourself. So, and tomorrow we're going to talk about how to share and what to share.
Sharing.
All right, ladies, we love you.
All right, guys.
Love everybody.
Have a great day, everyone. This is the start of a fabulous week. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, it is.